Hello. So here we have two concentric circles C1 and C2 such that the diameter of C1 is 2 centimeter longer than that of C2. So if diameter of one is 2 centimeter longer than diameter of second, that means radius of one. Now the radius is half. So dividing by 2, radius of one is 2 by 2, 1 centimeter longer than the radius of second circle. This is what we have. Okay, let's see what's given ahead. If a chord of C1 has a length of 6 centimeter and is tangent to C2, then the diameter of C1 is how much? Now we know C1 is a bigger circle. Since diameter of C1 is bigger, C1 is a bigger circle, C2 is a smaller circle, and they have the same center. So let's say this is C2, a smaller circle, and let me draw it properly. This is C1, this is C2, this is C1. C1 is bigger. Now it's given that the chord of C1, now this is C1, a chord of C1 which is of 6 centimeter is tangent to C2. So let's draw a chord here such that it is tangent to C2 at this point. Now if we join the center of these two circles to this point of tangency, this angle will be 90 degree, right? If you look at C2, line drawn from center to point of tangency is perpendicular to the tangent. Fine. Now if length of this chord is 6 centimeter, we also know that if a perpendicular is drawn from center to a chord, it bisects the chord. So if this whole is 6, this part will be 3 and this part will be 3. Fine. And now finally we have to figure out the diameter as in the radius. So let's join this point with the center of the two circles. Now what is this length here? This is radius of the bigger circle, which is R1. So this whole thing is R1. And what is this? This is radius of the smaller circle, which is R2. Right? So now in this triangle, this is 90 degree, hence this is a right angle triangle. So we can use Pythagoras theorem here. R1 square of the hypotenuse is equal to 3 square plus R2 square, right? And now we have R1 square is 3 square 9 plus what is R2? R2 is R1 minus 1 whole square. So we get R1 square is 9 plus R1 minus whole square is R1 square plus 1 square minus 2 into 1 into R1. So we have R1 gets cancelled out, square of R1 gets cancelled out, minus 2R1 comes on the left hand side, becomes 2R1, which is 9 plus 1, 10. Hence R1 is 10 by 2, 5. And since all these lengths were given in centimeters, this 2 was in centimeters, this 3 was in centimeters, R1 comes out to be in centimeters. So radius of R1, the circle 1, is 5 centimeter, but we have to give diameter of the circle. So diameter will be twice of 5, which is 10 centimeters. So the answer to this question is 10